Hey, we're excited to be with Jim Purdy, Director of Agent Origination at Magna Life Settlements. Jim, thanks for taking the time to be with us to discuss the life settlement industry. How are you doing today?
Great, thanks.
Yep.
I'm doing great. Thanks, Mike. I really appreciate the partnership and look forward to the future endeavors together.
Great. Yep. No, great. So again, with our relationship, we are uncovering and looking at a consolidated look of business for the agent. Once we uncover the opportunity and the agent and the client want to move forward, what is the timeline? What's the process? Because I think a lot of people, stay away from it because they think it's complex and hard to do. Can you just share with us the timeline and the process from the beginning to the end of selling a policy?
That's a great question, and I'm going to answer it by telling you a story. 15-year life settlement experience agent out of Naples brought to me a complete medical record, had a HIPAA form signed, had the in-force illustration. This particular contract had a no-lapse guarantee, and he came to the table at the beginning with a copy of the policy, the premium history, and an annual statement. By the fourth day, we had ran an NLG optimization stream for him based off the sub-account value and priced it. And I had made a very aggressive offer. It was a $3 million file that we had bid at $1.5 million. The agent accepted it. It was well above the marketplace. We put contracts out the next day. He flew to another state where the client was at, had contracts being signed. While he was in the air doing that, his back office sent me a copy of the original application, had IDs, proof of social for all parties involved on the transaction, and pretty much was filling in the blanks of anything that we needed relating to the policy data, which is on our cover sheet for any contracts that we have out. He came back the next week, so this is now only the second week in the process. Our compliance did our due diligence because we had all the items in 4 days and had sign off. And on that 10th day, 10 business days now, we escrowed the money into the escrow account. This particular agent had a good relationship with the carriers and was able to get changes through in 2 hours, and the money went into their client's account. So 10 days is the record. Anybody that I hear often that comes and says, oh, the life settlement industry is this, the life settlement industry is that, it's like that is the very reason why you should be working direct with one of the largest buyers in this space. We deployed $1 billion into this space last year through our fund as well as through Magna. And it's really not that hard to do the transactions. The hardest part is usually when people don't have a complete submission, or that a broker might say, well, we're going to try to drum up this. They take 3 weeks to get the life expectancy. Then they go try to get some offers. And the next thing you know, you're 3 months into it just on the auction process. You may or may never get to what the actual intrinsic value is, and people get frustrated. And then on the closing process, so many people are so busy coddling agents instead of just being transparent and saying, hey, this is what I need up front, or they don't train them, and then they fumble their way through it, and it's a mess. So I really encourage people going to our training platform. We have 5 different videos. It's less than 10 minutes that an agent can walk through, and one of those specific videos is telling them the nuts and bolts of the transaction and how to make corrections so that you can go faster. And then on any of the dialogue that we send out from our system, we're always going to have a pro tip at the bottom of the page or any material that we're putting out that tells them how to shorten the deal cycle. So it's just, they may be frustrated, but they've been dealing with the wrong group or too far from the direct source.
Gotcha.